You should know how to get an attorney for your child in a divorce. Well, you don't have to do anything because the court appoints an attorney for a child. If you are in the middle of the beginning, probably not at the end, of a divorce, and custody or parenting time is an issue, a judge in the matrimonial matter will either on their own or by a request of an attorney in the case, appoint a lawyer for the child. So in New York, the attorney for a child is called exactly that, AFC, attorney for a child. Years ago, when I first started in that role, it had a different name, and it was law guardian. And as we know from past videos, guardian is a loaded word. There's so many different cases where there's a guardian ad litem, or a guardian through a surrogate's court, or a guardian through Supreme Court, or a guardian in a family court case, right? It's a title that is used across multiple disciplines. So they moved away from the title of law guardian, which the mandate of that particular attorney representing the child was what is in the best interest of that child. And several years ago, they moved to AFC, and the mandate, my obligation as an attorney for a child in a case, is to take on the role of an advocate for the client. So mother has an attorney, father has an attorney, and now the child has an attorney, and the child has to advocate for the position of the child. If that person, your young child, is sufficiently mature and can articulate a position, well, then you advocate for that position. I don't want to visit. I don't want to spend overnights. I would like to live with this parent or that parent. And based on the rationale, the explanation, and the articulation, then you can advocate for that position, right? So sometimes children will say, I don't want to eat my broccoli. I don't want to take that exam. I don't want to study. I don't want to do my homework, right? So we have to reason. I don't want to visit mom or dad. Well, it's an order of the court. And is that a permissible event? But if it can be based on factual circumstances and an articulated position, I don't want to visit this particular parent because I feel uncomfortable for X, Y, and Z reason, or something else. And maybe there needs to be an intervention, a therapeutic intervention, or something else. But a parent, in the example of, in the instance of a divorce, you can request for an attorney for a child to be appointed, but you do not independently go out and hire that attorney. So in special education, you would hire an attorney for a child, and if a child commits a certain act that, if committed by an adult, would be a criminal act, and it's a juvenile delinquency case, well, you can hire an attorney for that purpose. So you have an 11-year-old that maybe does graffiti, or a 14-year-old that maybe, I don't know, take some other steps like robbing an ATM. Well, that would be a crime if committed by someone over the age of 18. That could be an act of juvenile delinquency, and you can hire an attorney for that purpose. So in the divorce, it's based on a judge or an application, and then an order is issued for who's going to be paying the attorney for the child and at what rate, and it's billed hourly. And if you have any questions about this, please reach out. I can speak all things law. I guess I can. I really can. It's amazing. Give me a topic and I will speak to you about it. Speak to all of you about it. The entire internet is my domain.